Hi, Sagittarius. I hope you are well. Okay. Now, we had a little debacle over on Gemini's side, so I think the other half of the equation is over here. This has a lot to do with out with the old, in with the new, in relationships, jobs, people, relationships changing. Maybe you've been, out of the dating scene for a bit and you're now entering, back into that. I think that there's a lot of things here that are changing, a lot of things, like big things. Be patient, okay? For some of you, you're really being asked to trust that you are being provided for. You know what I'm saying? The universe is working in your favor here. I have a feeling that some relationships are going out and new ones are coming in. I have a feeling that relationships that were in discord in the past, or maybe you passed someone up and were in a position at that time. This is why I always tell you guys, don't settle for something that you don't want. Wait for what it is that you do want. Because I have seen people marry someone else just because they don't want to be alone, and they couldn't have the person that was married at the time, and then the person that they really wanted gets divorced, and now they're married to someone they didn't even want to be married to. They just didn't want to be alone. See where I'm going here? Because this is kind of all in this reading here. So, in the present, we have, this is the creation card in here. And we've got the Three of Cups. Okay. And we've got the Page of Wands and the Six of Coins. Okay. Oh, there's, for some of you, you're finally speaking up about something. First, I think that someone pushes you like a little bit to get back into the dating scene, or to say something to someone or approach someone. Okay. Now, what you've got here coming up for you, you've got the Marriage card, which Gemini also had that. And you've got the Page of Cups in reverse. That's just new. Someone is entering into a new friendship, a new alliance. They're experiencing, again, I think, like passion after maybe not experiencing that for a very long time, or they're open to it. You know what I mean? A lot of times people will say to me, well, where is the relationship? I've been, doing this, this, and this. And then it's very, very apparent that they've been doing this, but hoping for this. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to be open for it. If you're emotionally not really there, you're going to attract people that aren't emotionally there. But I think that you're putting your toe back into the water here for some of you. And you're going to get what you want now. Okay. Now we have the Nine of Wands again, which I kept saying the Nine of Swords in Gemini's reading. But they're the same. And I got, as I was uploading that video, that the reason that I think I kept saying that was because your body's trying to tell you something. Pay attention to it, okay? Okay, now you've got the Nine of Coins in reverse, and you've got the Nine of Wands, and you've got this is the King of Wands in reverse, but in here it's different. He's kind of like, and I'm thrilled to see that, because I think he's kind of like a real estate agent, or a stock person, or okay. For some of you, just be patient on something. I think you're waiting for something, a piece of property to come up, maybe something like that. I think that there is a delay around that. For some of you, though, just be patient. I think that it's coming for you. Okay. Again, I feel that the theme through here is patience, because I think that here's what we go out with. This is what's coming up for you. You've got the Star card, you've got the Judgment card, and you've got the Knight of Cups. Okay. For some of you, you had an argument with someone. You may have said something that it's kind of like we need to laugh at ourselves sometimes in the things that we do, right? Like, we can get so gung-ho about something, and we get it in our head that, no, it has to be this way. And it causes a huge rift or a huge argument or something like that. But I think when we can, I'm going to say here, you want to really keep criticism under wraps here. You want to not, I'm saying this because I can feel the energy behind this. It's kind of like a, I see what I did and I'm sorry. We all have those things, but it's kind of like laughing at those things a little bit, but kind of not, right? Like getting ahead of something before you say something that hurts someone's feelings, or we don't realize sometimes that how we say things come across as being critical, right? So we want to think before we speak there, kind of refrain from criticism. Find humor in the nonsense. In all honesty, I think it's better to go that route here. I think for some of you, after a conversation with someone, your relationship gets back together. For some of you, this is a past relationship, like that you were separated because you had this kind of argument here. And I think that now it comes back around, right? Something like that for some of you. All right. Let's see here. You're being asked to trust that things will, if you're not seeing this yet, okay, because I feel that for some of you, the reconciliation or the coming together or the new friends or the new whatever, I don't feel you may see it yet, but it's coming. So again, this is where I'm saying, don't prepare for something you really want. I mean, don't say, ask the universe for a relationship and then prepare for nothing, like no one comes, I'm not available. Don't do that, because you'll get this, okay? For some of you, I really do think that you are back in the passion game, like your heart is back open again. You're in the game, you're happy, relationships come for you. And that's why I was thrilled to see the Knight of Cups come in at the end, because this is just really like, I don't know. It's someone who's not real experienced. It could be someone who was married for a very long time and is now getting back into the dating game, and things have changed, right? It's like, it can be someone too that is just not, it's going to have a good outcome here though, because you're stepping out into what is unfamiliar to you, and you're taking a chance, and it's going to pay off well for you here. Okay. For some of you too, I really feel like there's a long life now of happiness. Like, I think that something changes your perspective on something. You're really a little, you start to laugh at things that maybe you thought were so serious before, right? For some of you, new people are coming in here. Be open to love, okay? And that's where I say, be open to a relationship coming in. If you really want it, just, be open to that, okay? For some of you, someone, like I say, gets advice to go approach someone, and it pays off well, okay? New opportunities here also in career. Someone may be able to open a door for you here somewhere. Focus on the now, okay? Don't look so far ahead. For you guys that, in the relationships, you're wondering if it's your twin flame or your forever person or whatever, stay in the now, because I think that what happens is you may get too far ahead of yourself in the past, right? For some of you, like I say, you're looking at things different. You're opening to new things. And I think that what someone is showing you now is truly who they are. So trust that, okay? And be happy now with that. For some of you, people are leaving. But they're people that, you just are not on the same wavelength anymore. You don't, you can agree to disagree on certain things, but again, it's not something that, you're not going in the same direction anymore. So you're freeing up space, and new people are coming in here. I think you've got new friendships coming in here. Someone is offering you friendship. Accept it, okay? For others of you, this is a whole different scenario. For others of you, you've got people who are trying to take advantage of you, but you're not wanting to look at this. So again, I don't feel that I'm surprising you with that. I think, again, that's part of the Gemini. It was part of Gemini's reading, so check that one out too. Someone was just like not wanting to, I'm not going to see it, but you already know it. So Again, though, I think it has something to do with real estate. Like someone's giving you really bad advice on something, or, you've got another friend in here that comes along and gives you some new perspective on something and you like it. So you're like, oh, well, maybe that piece of property in that place didn't come up, but your friend comes in now and says, look, you don't need all that. Over here is where you want to be. And you're like, I never thought about that. Like getting a studio for your whatever and it being where you live, or something different comes along. Someone inspires you. One of these, new friend or someone who's going in your path gives you a new perspective on something and it excites you about it. So it could be like a saving grace, because I think that some people are trying to pull you down a rabbit hole, which are not for your own good, but other people are watching out for you. So you're clearing out people that aren't really going in the same direction. Like they may go about getting things in a way that's less than honorable, and now you're in alignment with people that are going in your direction. They're going to do things the right way, and that's when doors will open up for you too. Okay, people aren't taking advantage. These are people that, for some of you, this is an intense relationship that has been extremely intense, but it's leveling out now. So all the craziness, it's going to level out now, because you're kind of going to be vulnerable and open up and just accept these things. Why you do what you do, those kind of deals, those conversations, those have longevity. Those are the ones that I think, you're really open to this now. And for some of you, like I said, this like you step right into being single to like now getting married. There's a lot of different scenarios in here. For some of you that have been married for a while, your life is really in a good place right now. You're setting yourself up for longer happiness here. For others of you, try not, again, the thing with being critical here, I don't think it's intentional. I feel no malice in any of this reading. I don't. I think it's just sometimes, like we say things and we don't mean them. They just come across like someone you can't, get ahead of how someone is taking something. That's not on you. But when you do your best to try to say, oh, I don't know if I'd want to be on the receiving end of that. Think, you know what I'm saying? Think first. For some of you, you're being recognized for something, and I'm thrilled, because this was where, on the other reading, someone was really stepping outside of the box. They weren't wanting to, but the recognition is here, so it shows up. So it's just saying trust yourself and trust in your abilities here. For some of you, you come into alignment with people that can really open doors for you. For some of you, like I say, you have a conversation with someone, and there's a reconciliation around that. I think someone may, when we have insecurities, we come at, things from a jealousy perspective, when instead, when you love yourself, you kind of know where you stand. Not every day though, right? But something got heated in here and caused, it's something now that you can laugh at though, okay? For some of you in here, that person that you're just meeting, like I said, someone's offering you a friendship. Take it. For some of you, that leads to a marriage. It starts out as a friendship and it leads to a marriage. For others of you, you're being poked in a direction, like I say, to confront someone. Like you may have feelings for someone, or someone has feelings for you. A friend of theirs is pointing them in your direction, or you're being pointed in a friend's direction. There's a friendship here that turns into a marriage. So those are, take that, accept that, step into that, at least try it on, okay? Because you've been wanting it and now it's here. So we'll step into it, okay? I think trust yourself here too, because you're being more selective. You know now more what you want, and you definitely know what you don't want. So trust that, okay? For others of you, the deception part, like I was saying here, you know who those people are. They're people who are not steering you in the right direction, and you've got enough people around you that that are supporting you, that are gonna make you very clear on this. So you're not alone on this. They're, I don't know what it is around real estate though. There's something around real estate or money going towards something. Maybe you've got someone who does maintenance for you, like, maybe you've got some kind of financial place that pays your landscapers or something, or just make sure you know where your money is. Just do a glance over, make sure you know where all of your stuff is. There may be fees involved somewhere, like holy cow, I've been paying this for a year and I didn't even realize it. Now you do. So that's all. For others of you, you may realize, maybe I need to invest a little bit more into this. Maybe I need to, if you're trying to buy something, maybe I need to save a little bit more first so I don't have to take a loan for this or something like that. There's something around financials that you've got to get a better handle on, right? Those things stink. I hate to do them too, but I've been wowed sometimes where I'm like, oh my God, how could I have not seen that fee for a year? You never do that again. You start to pay attention. Or maybe you need to, go bare bones for a little bit to save more money so that you can keep your timeline on something. You're going to swizzle some financials somewhere around here. Okay, so that's what you're doing. I think this is great. I'm thrilled after the other half of this equation. So this, I really feel though, is you saying, yeah, I want to try that. No, I don't want to try that. Yes, I'll go here. No, I have no interest. You're being more discerning with what you're doing. You're choosing people wisely. You're open to things you weren't before. You're laughing about the things that, you were, we don't want to be vulnerable to situations that aren't worthy of that, right? Like we should not just be bearing our wares to people that don't deserve to be in there. I think you've somehow figured this out and you've found a great balance for yourself. You know what I mean? Like you're open enough, you'll entertain something, but you'll only go in, you're going to go at your own pace. And I think what it does is it pulls in a friendship that pulls in a marriage. So I think that that's great. And I feel like this is long term. I don't feel like I think this is something that it lasts the test of time. And I love to say that. So that's what I've got, guys. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do that. Okay? Thank you so much. And again, thank you for your patience.